Hi Rekha ji, how are you?
Yeah, fine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm waiting for few people to join. Okay, so yesterday I talked about how to negate the negative feelings, like how to just stay aware of them instead of resisting them. And today I'm gonna add something to that thing. Like for me, whenever I was feeling something negative, maybe some negative situation arise all of a sudden, and maybe some person is involved who is making me feel bad about myself or anything in that regard, what I would start doing is immediately to feel better, I would write gratitude. That was my own practice. Right now also I do it, but initially when you started, it is very important. Right now, because I'm acknowledging and I'm using other techniques also, but initially gratitude practice helped me a lot feeling better, because you don't want to stuck with that negative thought. You acknowledge them and you let them go. So what you want to do is you're replacing with the gratitude. Let's say if I had something maybe with my colleague, you know, or with my husband or whatever, or with a kid, or so what I usually used to do is I start gratitude practice immediately if something very, very negative comes in the situation, or maybe negative thought also. Like if you're getting some fearful or negative thoughts, start writing. Immediately you'll feel much, much better. So that is also very good practice. Even today I do it, like whenever I'm feeling, most of the time now I'm feeling so happy and so energetic all the time. But yeah, things, of course, it's a life and life will throw at us anything and everything, and we need to be prepared. So even today also I would do the same. Okay, so let's start our peak state programming. Okay, everybody, let's stand up. And again, I'm saying that please don't discount this peak state programming. It's really, really very beneficial, because you all know how early I wake up, and last night I only slept for 4 hours. And I'm still feeling fresh, but I'm like, after peak state programming, I'm so alert. Can you all hear the music when I played?
No, no.
No? Okay.
Yes, for 2 seconds.
Yeah, for 2 seconds. Yeah, okay, let's start. Run, 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 run. My magical family, run. Yes, yes. We all are the winners. Okay, left foot forward.
Olivia, no sound was coming.
Oh, okay.
You
Nafisa
do know
could
that Hatim bhai said that was that day it was connected very well. The sound was very clear.
okay, okay. Okay, I can actually do it on my phone because I see the, hold on, let me bring it. Okay, I'm playing on my phone. Please let me know if you can hear it.
Yes, yes.
No, we were, now it is not.
No, no, no sound.
Now no sound.
Oh,
Just for 2 minutes we heard and then.
yeah, okay. It's okay. Let me share the screen. That is, I think, better. Okay. So we'll do it again. Did you all do it with me on the right foot?
You can open the link on
Yes.
directly YouTube and do it, na?
Yeah, I
Instead
was
of showing-
doing it, but the thing is, there was some copyright issues. So I don't want to share the screen, but let's
Okay.
do it. Okay, that's fine, I think.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Okay. Okay. Yes, we all are the winners in the game of life. Let's celebrate our life. Okay. How are you all doing? Who all did the practice today? Very briefly, we will just ask.
I did.
Okay, nice. Nice, Nafisa. Thank you. Yes, done. Farida, thank you. Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Mummy. Amina also did. Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's start our book. Who'd like to read today? Day 13. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, it's visible.
Thank you. Okay, Nafisa, would you like to read today?
Okay, I'll read.
Okay, perfect. Today's chapter is very magical because it's make your wishes come true. Okay, so what do you all see in this picture? What do you all see in this picture? You can unmute yourself and start.
There's a quote
Mhm,
and paper inside it.
mhm.
From it, sparkles are coming out.
Yes, yes, yes,
The quote is hung on the door.
yes. Very nicely described. Thank you. So there is this paper. It's actually a written list of your wishes. And there are magical sparkles coming out of it. Why magical sparkles coming? We will read in today's chapter. Okay, so you can start reading, Nafisa.
Yeah. Day 13. Make all your wishes come true. Imagination is the true magic carpet by Norman Vincent Peale from 1898 to 1993.
So this is the theme of today's chapter. So imagination, like you must have noticed in your life also, like whatever you imagined, and if you put your faith, complete faith into it, you would have gotten it already. So imagination, visualization is the true magic carpet. It brings everything magically to you. I do this all the time and it's superb. Like we call it manifestation. Okay, you can read further.
Okay. If you have been following the magical practices day by day, you have now built an amazing foundation by practicing gratitude for everything you have received and continue to receive in your life. But today is an exciting day because you are going to begin to use gratitude's magical power for your dreams and desires.
Yes, so today you are going to use the magical power of gratitude for your wishes, for your dreams, for your desires. Let's see how. Okay, you can read further.
Hundreds of native cultures through the centuries have traditionally given thanks for what they want before they receive it, creating elaborate ceremonies to put as much energy as they could into giving thanks. The Egyptians have celebrated the flooding of Nile River since ancient times to ensure the continual flow of water in the river. American Indians and Australian Aborigines perform rain dances, and various African tribes perform ceremonies for their food before they hunt for it. And the very nature of prayer in every culture and religion is giving thanks before having received what is desired.
Yeah, so this is a very profound practice of giving thanks for your desires even before you receive it. You know, like the same way, so many cultures, they traditionally did, ceremonies all together for me where the rain, even Egyptians have celebrated the flooding of Nile River even before it happened in ancient times. So what all these examples are telling us, that they put their faith and their belief before even it happened. So it's very, very necessary to put your faith into the magical power of gratitude. You are giving thanks to God before even receiving it. So this is like a next level to your faith. Okay, let's read further.
Yeah. The law of attraction says that like attracts like, which means you must form in your mind a likeness or an image of what you want. Then, to attract your desire to you, you have to feel as though it's yours, so that how you feel is also like how you would feel when you had what you wanted. The easiest way to do that is to be grateful for what you want before you have received it. If it never occurred to you before to use gratitude to receive what you want, you have now discovered another of its magical powers. The very words in the Holy Scriptures promise exactly that. Whoever has gratitude now will be given more in the future, and he or she will have an abundance.
Yes, so here what she's saying is this law of attraction also says that like attracts like. So today when you make your list of the 10 desires or wishes, whatever, what you're going to do is you're going to imagine that you already have it. This is very, very like it's initially you might not feel it, but when you do it again and again and again, and if it's your true desire that you want right now, it will definitely make you feel as if already you received it. And once you start feeling that, you will definitely receive it very, very soon. So this is the key. You have to feel it now in order to receive in the future. Okay, read further.
Gratitude is something you must have before you can receive it, not something that you simply do after something good has happened. Most people are grateful after they receive something good, but to make all your wishes come true and change your entire life by filling it with riches in every area, you must be grateful before and after.
Yeah, so this is not something that we do. Uh,
There's somebody who's
yeah,
unmute. Can they
somebody.
mute?
It seems like it. Let me see. Okay, okay, I am muted. Geeta ji was unmuted. Okay. So, you know what? So, gratitude is something not like you, after you receive it, you say thanks. Oh, I received this. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. No, this is something that you have to do before even doing or before even, getting the things that you want. So this is very, very important in our chapters, coming chapters also. We will see how we can use magical power of gratitude to even, solve our small problems in day-to-day life, like uh, small things that we want to achieve and we are not able to achieve because of, chaotic life that we live right now, because of the thoughts coming. But this magical power of gratitude will change everything for you in the coming days also. But today's chapter is teaching you, like for your all desires, how to be grateful even before it happens. Like right now, you have to feel grateful for your desires to come true. Okay, let's read further.
Yeah. Through the act of being sincerely grateful for receiving your desire beforehand, you immediately form an image in your mind that you have it. You feel as though you have it and you are fulfilling your part. If you continue to hold to that image and feeling, you will magically receive your desire. You won't know how you'll receive it, and it's not your job to figure it out. You don't try to figure out how gravity is going to keep you on the ground when you go for a walk. Do you? You trust and know that when you go for a war, the law of gravity will keep you firmly on the ground. Likewise, you must trust and know that when you're grateful for what you want will be magically moved to you because it is the law of the universe.
Yes, the law of universe. What is the law of universe? It is whatever you're feeling, whatever your image is in your subconscious mind, you have to imprint that image on subconscious mind, and your law of attraction or the universal law brings that thing to you. So right now, what you're going to do today is you're writing the desire, and then you start feeling, you start imagining that the desire is already yours. Like for example, let's say you want a car, okay, and you want a particular car. So for this is very important. Whatever you want, you have to be very, very clear in your mind what you want, because if you give mixed messages to universe, then it will never know. Just like if you go to restaurant and you say to the restaurant waiter that, oh, bring whatever is good today. No, that's not going to work. You have to exactly say what you want. Like if you want a paneer masala, or if you want biryani, whatever you want, you have to place an order, and you have to place an order very simply, but very firmly. You don't you don't beat around the bush, like what you want. One time you say, no, I like paneer masala. No, 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 forget paneer masala, I like biryani. So that is not going to work. You have to be very sure what you want. So that is why you can even see the people around you. You can start observing them. Whenever they get something, they are very sure, where they are very confident in themselves, what they want from their life. Whoever is struggling right now is the person who has no clarity about what they want from their life. They are just living life just like that. Day and night goes by, they just respond to the life. They are not creating their life, they are just responding the life. Whatever life throws at them, they either respond very positively or they either respond very negatively. That is what is happening right now. But now, today, I want all of you to get down, sit down, and think about what actually you want from your life. In your mind might say, no, 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 you cannot get this, that. No, you don't have to listen to your mind. Just listen to your heart. Close your eyes and ask your heart what they want, what it wants from the life. And then just write it down. Very important. So, and please don't go into how, because this is a magical world. We are not going into logic, because your 10% of your mind, which we use in our day-to-day life, will try everything for you to not trust it. But what you're going to do is you're going to build the trust by saying to your subconscious that, no, this is the thing I want, and I'm sure I'm receiving it. Okay, so you have to build that. Okay, let's read further.
Yeah. What do you most want right now? At the beginning of this book, I asked you to get really clear about what you want in every area of your life. If you didn't do that earlier, now is the time to do it. Go to the list you created now and choose your top 10 desires for this magical practice. You can select 10 desires from different areas of your life, such as money, health, home, and relationships. Or you might want to choose 10 desires in one area you really want to change, such as work or success. Be very clear and specific about what you most want, so that you can see the changes magically happen from this practice. Imagine you are putting in a magical order with the universe for your top 10 desires, because in truth, by using the law of attraction, that's exactly what you are doing.
Yeah, so what you're doing is you are placing an order with the universe, just like you place an order before, when you go to the restaurant, you place an order before you even receive the food. So the same way, what you're going to do today, you're placing an order with the universe so that it can come to you. Okay. And for that, you have to trust you. When you go to the restaurant, you know that actually universe has everything that you desire. So don't think that universe does, oh, I don't deserve this money, or I don't deserve this home, or I don't deserve this car. No, universe has already everything, whatever you desire. And it will magically bring to you when you put your faith in it, and when you say thanks before even you are placing an order, and then you just wait, you surrender yourself, and you don't get desperate also, because the desperation is again a negative feeling. So whatever you do should be from a good feelings. Very, very important. That is why we are doing this gratitude practice, to feel good every day. And by now it's the 13th day. By now you must, at least you must feel good when you write 10 blessings, don't you? Everybody can tell me. Do you feel good when you write your 10 blessings? Whenever, like when, maybe in the morning or in the night, whenever you write it.
Yes, feel very, very good.
Okay, yes. So, that's how this gratitude practice work. It makes you feel better, feel good about yourself and about your life. And feeling good is very, very important for your dreams to come true. Very, very important. So that is the first factor that you have to always keep in mind. Yes, very nice, Sarita. Good, good. Okay, so you don't go into how am I going to receive it? Like if you want to, let's say you want to receive a car, maybe it's a Lamborghini or Mercedes, whatever. If your mind can conceive it, you will receive it, no matter what your current circumstances, your financial circumstances. Really believe me. Because if you can put your mind, imagination in the car, maybe you like driving the car, maybe Mercedes or whatever, Lamborghini. If you want it very badly, you imagine yourself riding that, driving that car. You imagine yourself all the luxuries inside the car. If you can feel all those things, the law of attraction move everything for you, and you will receive it. That is for sure. So only thing is, like, your mind has to believe it. Okay, let's read further.
Yeah. Sit down at a computer or with a pen and journal and create a separate list of your top 10 desires in the following way, as though you have received them. Thank you, thank you, thank you for, and fill in the blank with your desire as though you have received it. For example, thank you, thank you, thank you for the high marks in my exam results, which got me into the exact college I wanted. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the great news that we are having a baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you for our dream home, which has everything we wanted it to have down to the last detail. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the amazing
Phone call with my dad. That is improved our relationship. Okay, so here you see, we are writing thank you
that
3
show
times.
I'm all clear.
Okay. Yeah, so we are writing thank you 3 times, and she will tell you the reason why we are writing thank you 3 times. I know it, but I won't tell you until we read it, okay? But that's how you write your desire. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you for my Mercedes Benz, my new car. That's how you write it. If that is your desire. I'm just giving an example. Or maybe if you want a new house, or if you want your own house, that mean you can write thank you, thank you, thank you for my own house, or our own house, something like that. Okay, let's read.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for the medical results that show I am all clear and healthy again. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the unexpected money I received, which is the exact amount I needed for my European trip. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the doubting of our doubling of our sales figures this month. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the ideas that won us our biggest client yet. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my perfect partner.
Yeah, so here she's like, she doesn't have a partner yet. And so she's asking for the perfect partner for the future, right? So this is how you're going to write the desires today. And you have to do this practice because the magical power of gratitude is going to give you that power in you, that good feeling. And then that power, that energy, you want to direct it. You want to direct it with towards your dreams, because without goals, our life is nothing. If you don't have a goal or if you don't have a desire in your life, just life is going haphazardly. You don't even know what you want from your life, or you don't even know why you are doing some things. So this is very, very important. Even a small desire of yours, please write it down. I mean, I want you to think really, really big for yourself, because that is how you evolve, for yourself. Like if you want to be a confident person, you may have a desire that I'm speaking in front of like 100 or maybe 1,000, 2,000 people. But your true desire has to come from your heart. It should not be the desire that somebody else is instilling in you. Maybe your husband or maybe your kids. No. The desire has to come from within. Then only your mind will conceive it. So that is very important. If you're in your business and if you want to double your sales figures this month, you can write that down. So you can just, write whatever you want to achieve in your coming maybe 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. And you will magically see how your desires get resolved. I will share my own example where in the end of the chapter, if somebody wants to go, they can go. Yes, of course, you can write in any language. And here also, even though we are doing the practice, we are doing the session in English. If you guys want to share anything from your personal life, you can share in Hindi or even in Gujarati, whatever language you're comfortable with. So don't think that it's not a limiting thing that we do. Okay, so Nafisa, you can read further.
Yeah. And the last one, thank you, thank you, thank you for how easy and effortless our move was. Writing thank you 3 times in a row is a powerful thing to do because it prevents you from throwing the words away and increases your focus of gratitude. Saying thank you 3 times is also a magic formula because it is the mathematical number of all new creation in the universe. For example, it takes 1 male and 1 female to create a baby. The male, female, and the baby total 3, completing a new creation. The same rule of 3 applies to the creation of everything in the universe, including the creation of your desires. And so, when you say thank you 3 times in a row, you are using the magic number of creation and a secret magic formula.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you, if you go and maybe if you Google some this thing, there are numbers. Numbers are so powerful and they have so much significance in our lives. So the magical number 3 is a number of creation. Sometime in India, we used to say teen tigda kam bigda, something like that. That is a completely bullshit, complete a nonsense thing. Sorry for my word, but that is a completely nonsense thing. That is a complete belief system which is really creating havoc in some people's life. Whenever some three people will go, they will say the calm, like the work will be, destroyed or whatever they used to think. But three is actually a very, very beautiful number. It's a number of creation. You can even see in the plant also. Everywhere you will find that the number is, the creation number is three. It takes the mom and the dad and the baby to create a, create a new life in this world. So that's how this number three is very, very powerful and very good creation number. That is why we are writing thank you 3 times. Okay, so let's read further.
Yeah. The second step of make all your wishes come true involves saturating your desires with even more gratitude. You can complete the second step at any time during the day today, either at the same time as listing your top 10 desires or intermittently throughout the day. To saturate each of your desires with gratitude's magical power, begin with the first desire on your list and using your imagination, mentally answer the following questions as though you have received your desire. First, what emotions did you feel when you received your desire? Second, who was the first person you told when you received your desire and how did you tell them? Third, what is the first great thing you did when you received your desire? Include as much detail as you can in your mind.
Yes, so she's using this very powerful technique for you to feel that desire already you received it. So when you received your desire, let's say that we are taking the example of car right now, right? So maybe the Mercedes car is your desire for right now. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna feel that emotion when you receive your desire. So how excited you are, how passionate, how enthusiastic you are to use your new car. That emotion you have to feel right now in your mind. Like when you imagine, you have to feel it. And second thing is like, who was the first person you told? Like maybe it's your mom. You calling your mom, mom, today I'm going to receive my Mercedes Benz. So that excitement you have to feel right now, even though you don't have car right now, but you are feeling as if you already received, and you are telling the person that, oh wow, I've received this car, mom, please come, let's ride it, let's go on a long drive, these, that, whatever. And the third thing that you're going to do is like the first great thing you did when you received your desire. So in this car example, maybe you just go for a long drive, or you're going to a temple or any place of worship to go and say thank you for your car. But I mean, you can say thank you just like that. You don't have to go anywhere. But if that is something you usually do whenever you receive something, maybe when you receive your home, when you first do the, what you call, grey puja or something like that. So when you receive your car, what first thing that you're going to do when you receive your desire? So that is also, you have to think right now in your mind. This is really powerful technique to feel as much gratitude and as much faith in your desire. Okay, let's read further.
Yeah. Finally, reread each desire and really emphasize the magic words thank you so that you feel them as much as you can. Move on to the second desire on your list and follow the same steps with each desire until you have completed all 10 desires. Spend at least 1 minute on each desire.
Yeah, so
If
you
you
have
want
to at least take out 10 minutes for this practice. So what you're going to do is, like, let's say you wrote 10 desires, right? One of the desire is car. One of the desire is home. One of the desire is maybe your sales figure, doubling your sales figure. So if you double your sales figure, whom you going to tell the first thing. Or if you receive your sales number, what is the first thing that you're going to do after receiving it? So you have to actually spend at least a minute on each desire after you write it down. Maybe the same time or maybe during the day whenever you get a chance. Okay, everybody is clear about this practice? It's not going to take much time. So you can do it any time of the day after you have the list ready already with you. Yes, okay. Perfect.
If you want to do something that's
Uh-huh.
really powerful and a lot of fun, you can also create a magic board where you can attach pictures of your desire. Cut out the pictures and attach them to a board that's in a place where you will see it often. Place the magic words thank you, thank you, thank you in big bold letters on your magic board. Or you can use your refrigerator as your magic board. If you have a family, you can create a magic board as a family project because children love it. Imagine that your magic board is truly magical and that whatever you place a picture of on your board is instantly being moved towards you. Your continued gratitude for it will magnetize it all the way into your life.
Yeah, so you can also create a vision board, and you can cut out the pictures, I mean, from the Google. Maybe you can, like, let's say if you want to want a trip to Europe, or maybe you want a trip to any other place in internationally, or maybe in India also, like if you want to go to Kerala, or maybe if you want to go to Goa, you can just place the pictures of Goa beaches and all that things on your vision board. It is a very you can even place the dream house picture, whatever you want. You can cut out the picture and you place it on the magic board. Another great powerful thing you can do is with your family. If your family also has the same desire, maybe your kids, you can ask them, because children have a very, very, very nice imagination. Even they have imagination much broader and uh, you know in a much realistic way than us, because now we are so much, we have so much mess in our mind created throughout these years, that we cannot even imagine. Sometimes we have to remove those layers from our mind to imagine. But children, they have their fresh minds, they can imagine anything. Like my daughter, she always playing something with imagination. And I really, sometimes even I'm so amazed how she can imagine that much. So yeah, you can include your children, and you can prepare this magic board. It will be really, really fun way to do it. Okay, so let's read further.
Yeah. Magic practice number 13. Make all your wishes come true. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Second, sit down at a computer or with a pen and journal and list your top 10 desires. Write thank you 3 times before each one, as though you have already received it. For example, thank you, thank you, thank you for your desire. Use your imagination. Answer the following questions in your mind as though you have received each of your 10 desires. First, what emotions did you feel when you received your desire? Second, who was the first person you told when you received your desire, and how did you tell them? Third, what is the first great thing you did when you received your desire? Include as much detail as you can in your mind. Fourth, finally reread the sentence listing your desire and really emphasize the magic words thank you so that you feel them as much as you can. Fifth, if you like, create a magic board. Cut out pictures and attach them to your magic board and put it in a place you often see them. Title the board with "Thank you, thank you, thank you" in big bold letters across the top. Sixth, last one, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words "Thank you" for the best thing that happened during the day.
Okay, so if you prepare your vision board, you can, I mean, you have to write thank you, thank you, thank you in bold letters across the top, because that will remind you to be grateful for your desires. And putting gratefulness is very, very important in your desires, because you're putting your faith, your trust, and everything in it. And you feel so good. Oh, like, you already received it. So, okay, everybody clear about today's practice? It's very, very magical practice for your desires. Rekha ji, you want to ask something?
No, yeah,
Okay, okay.
clear.
Clear? Okay, okay. Perfect, perfect. Okay, let's go to our heart thoughts for today. Okay, so today's heart thought is again very magical. Gentle, firm insistence and consistency in what you choose to think will make the changes manifest quickly and easily. Wow. So look at this. This is very much coinciding with what we are going to do today. So in your desire list also, what you're going to do is you're consistently putting your feelings and imagination in the desires, your top 10 desires. Okay. So the same way, what Louis Hay is saying is firm, insistent, and consistency in what you choose to think will make the changes manifest quickly and easily. So whatever you want to change in your life, you have to think continuously about that. You're giving that energy, your focus, your good feelings, and it will move to you very, very quickly. Okay, so today's heart thought is I'm willing to change. Clasp your hands together. Which thumb is on the top? So clasp it together like this right now. Do everyone. Okay. And then clasp them together again with the other thumb on the top. So right now, maybe your left thumb is on the top. Now clasp it again to have another thumb on the top. And how does that feel? Does it feel different? Maybe you have a reaction of wrong. Unclasp your hands again and clasp them the other way, and the second way, then the first. How does it feel now? So do it few times and then you feel
Hello.
different. Yes.
ફરીથી કરને મારું મિસ થઈ ગયું.
Okay.
That.
Okay.
I cannot see you. Maybe my side there is problem or what?
On my screen I am visible. So you cannot see the heart thought. Can you
Heart
see
thought I can see, but you are showing exactly how to do that
Yes,
clapping.
I was showing it. Okay, let me stop the share.
I'm not able to see.
Can you
Oh
see
yeah,
it
maybe because of that.
So you are
It's
clasping
blank.
your hands like this. And right now your thumb is on the left. I mean on the top, sorry.
I'm not able to see you. I am not sure. Okay, now
Everybody, can you
I
see
can
me?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, okay. Okay, so here is how you can see there. How you should do it. So you clasp your hands together like this. So right now your left thumb is on the top, if you can feel it. And then remove it and now clasp it again in a different way. So now your right thumb is on the top. Do it. How does it feel? Is it feel?
Sorry, my video is stuck.
Oh,
I will say it in recording.
okay, okay. So how does it feel now? Anybody? Any difference you feel?
Yeah.
Yes. And now do it again and again. Do it a few times. Change it again and again. How does it feel now?
Uncomfortable.
Now, how does it feel after doing it for a few times, like maybe 5, 6 times? Does it still feel uncomfortable?
Now it's okay.
Yeah. So maybe you have a reaction of wrong. Unclasp your hands again and clasp them the other way and second way, then the first. How does it feel now? Not quite so wrong, right? So after you do it for a few times, you feel a little comfortable with it. So that is what our heart thought for today. When you do something for the first time, you feel little different. You feel uncomfortable. But when you do it again and again and again, it feels quite comfortable. It starts settling in. Okay. So it is the same when you learn new pattern, any new pattern, you need a little practice. You could do something the first time and say, no, that's wrong, and never do it again. And you would go right back to being comfortable. If you are willing to practice a little bit, you will find that you can do the new things. So what happens when you start doing something for the first time? Maybe let's say you're going for the you're going in an amusement park and you're going for a what you call the free fall. Let's say you're going for the free fall. So when you do it first time, you feel very uncomfortable. But when you go again and again and do the same thing, just you break the barrier in your mind and you say, no, let me try again. And you do it again and you do it 3 times, 4 times. It won't be that uncomfortable the first time when you did it. So if you're willing to practice a little bit, you'll find that you can do the new thing. When you have something as important at stake as you loving you, it is well worth a little practice. So this is very powerful. Like when you start loving yourself or when you start speaking to yourself in the mirror, it will be very uncomfortable in the beginning. Because in the mirror, you're talking actually whatever is coming out of your heart, your subconscious mind also. So if you have never loved yourself since the beginning of your childhood, you always, ridiculed yourself, you always criticized yourself, things like that for your whole life, what will happen when you go in the mirror? The person in the mirror will not accept you very easily, or maybe you feel really uncomfortable talking to yourself in the mirror. You might say, oh, it's so silly to talking yourself in the mirror. But no, it's very powerful practice. I've been doing it. I've been doing this practice for a long time now, and I feel so comfortable with myself. I tell myself that, Alethea, you are calm, confident, and very well spoken. And that is how you change yourself. That is how you evolve. So you should be doing this mirror practice, but not now, because I'm not, forcing you to do it right now, because we are learning to build a practice. So even Rhonda Byrne, one day she will make you do this practice, mirror work practice. But actually, after doing the power book in our next month, maybe we will take the mirror work book. It's a 13-day practice, and I mean it's a 21-day book. But we will do that book all together, and you will understand how important it is to talk to yourself in the mirror. Very important. And I can even send you the link today, maybe how all the Bollywood actors, they use this technique, the manifestation and all that stuff. They use all these techniques to manifest, to become, what they are today. Just like Frida Pinto, if you heard the story of Frida Pinto, what she used to do is, her sister once told in the media that how she used to do it. She used to go in the mirror, and she would, she would imagine as if she is getting the award, Grammy Award. Grammy Award is so, it's a very big thing. Even big actors and actresses, they don't get Grammy Award very easily. And but in just one movie, Frida Pinto got that award. How? She was using the power of manifestation since her childhood. Manifestation. If I can find, I'll send the video today, or maybe any of you, if you have the video, you can send to the group. But she used the magical power of imagination. Even Neha Kakkar also did the same thing when she first came into Indian Idol. She was a very little girl, 19-year-old, when she first came to the audition for Indian Idol. And she's talking to herself in the mirror, and she's saying, Neha, you are the Indian Idol winner. That's how she's talking confidently to herself in the mirror. So this is a very powerful technique. If you want to really evolve yourself as a human being, if you want to be a better version of yourself each day, you have to do this practice. It's really very, very profound practice for you to do it. And if anybody, it's already an hour. If somebody wants to leave, they can leave. But I'm going to share how I got all my desires, at least a recent desire. So like 6 months ago, there was a fire happened in my house, and like my husband was badly, burnt on his face and on his hand. And at that time I wrote, this was the desire when I was doing this gratitude practice. At that time I started writing, and I wrote in the book that I want, I will, I wrote that my husband is completely healthy and his skin is completely cured. That's how I imagine, because at that time my first goal was that he get cured. It was completely at that time he had so much pain and everything was going on, so much was going on. So at that time I wrote, I will maybe I'll send you the picture of my dream list, which I wrote like 8 months ago or 6 months ago. Some of them I wrote 6 months ago, some of them I wrote 8 months ago. And what I would do is I would imagine my husband, I would imagine that he is working, he's helping me out in the kitchen. After even within a month, that happened. I would imagine that he's driving a car. And within a month, you won't believe, within a month, he started driving a car. Because one time I was at the hospital at my work, and he had to go to the farmer's market, and he took the car that day. And I was so amazed. I was so amazed at the universe, at the God, that wow, all my desires is coming true, And that was a very, very big thing at that time, because after third-degree burns, nobody get cures that soon. Even doctor were amazed how he got, cured that much. How he could drive a car within a month. Or how he could, because her full hand was third-degree burn. And he really, this imagination came true, that he's helping me in the kitchen. Usually right now, what happens is he makes the juices for all of us in the morning. And it stopped at that time, and I was doing the juices. But because I wanted to cure him, I wanted him to see the way he was before, I started imagining this. Another desire of mine which came through was I wanted to attend my brother's wedding in India, which was in February. You can imagine going to India in this kind of times, COVID times. So universe moved everything for me. I really didn't think how it is going to happen. but it did happen. I came to India for my brother's wedding and I had a great time. Each step of the way, I was doing gratitude practice. Even in the airplane, in flights, even at the home, I never missed any of my practices. Whenever I sit, I write, I start writing. Because if you know, either wasting your time in maybe in the phone, chatting and this and that, which is not very valuable to you, you have to prioritize yourself. You have to make your priorities. What is important to you? And for me, it was very important to write my gratitude practice every single day. So it is not like I would write only 10 blessings. Sometimes I would write many blessings throughout the day. You can see my book. This is my dream journal and this is my affirmation journal. It's completely full in past 2 months. That is how much I write. And there are some dreams also written in this journal. Yeah, so many things I've written in this one, which already got through. This is my recent list. But I will send you the picture of the written list that I wrote 6 months ago, and how it got really, I tick mark when I get my desires. Okay, so anybody has any questions? In some of my desires, some of your desire might take some time, but you have to just trust the process and surrender yourself. Don't get desperate that why am I not getting it? Yeah.
Yes, Alafia, I have one thing to share with everyone. Can I speak in Hindi?
Sure, why not? Yes, definitely.
So in past, I was needed some money. तो कोई सोर्स नहीं था उस टाइम पे, फिर भी ऐसा लगा कि मुझे ये चीज खरीदनी है. तो I don't know how some of my friends from Hyderabad, he sent me that money.
Wow.
I was amazed that उसे कैसे पता चला और उसने मुझे मेरे अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर किया. मुझे उससे लेने ही थे, लेकिन मैं भी भूल गई थी, वो भी भूल गया था, बहुत साल हो गए थे, फिर भी उसने मुझे भेजे. तो ये मेरा एक्सपीरियंस था. आज बताया, आपसे बात हुई सबसे, तो मुझे याद आया कि हाँ, ऐसा होता है. मैजिक हैपेंस, मिरेकल हैपेंस.
Yes, miracles happen every day. If you channelize your energy, if you channelize your thoughts, it can happen every single day. Like for today, you can already start writing thank you for this work or that work, whatever. If some fear is coming in your way, in your mind, what you can do is start writing. Start writing that thank you for this, or thank you for a great day today. Even you can write that one, and it will definitely bring you a great day. So, okay, let's conclude here. If anybody else has a sharing, I'm home today, so I'm taking my own time. But if anybody has a sharing, they can do. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for joining in today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
It's a
you,
great session.
Alafia. Thank you.
Thank you, mommy. Okay, thank you, Nafisa, Sarita, Rehana ji, Farida, Geeta ji, Manohar ji, Rekha ji. Thank you all for joining in today. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, thank you.